were some of the challenges that you came with when we started coaching?
I think the main challenge was, and I think we all have it, what is my purpose in life? Because my purpose definitely not just like creating computer software or creating a company, like my soul has a purpose. Those were the questions like, what should I do now to be aligned with my purpose? What does my inner child, my inner person, my soul want? That was my main challenge. Then finding my purpose and aligning with my purpose.
We were talking about your definition of love and your experience of love. Was that something also that you wanted to optimize in your life?
That was in our second coaching, and that we did together. I'd been,
That's right.
wanting
We
to
did 2 rounds.
find.
True.
We do 2 rounds, so that's why I was speaking of the first. Once we achieved the first, then that level was attained, and then I was like at the vibration where I was open to find love, and I was struggling to find a partner that was aligned with me or aligned with what I desired. But was I personally what I desired? So I think this is what I was asking myself, what do I desire, and am I at the level of being equal to that?
So I always call you the king of manifestation because you're just so humble in coaching. And I think that's such a key characteristic of anybody that wants results. It's being able to listen and to be humble and ask yourself the right questions and apply what you come up with in every session. So what are some of these manifestations that you feel proud of that you've achieved in your life, resulting from coaching and resulting from asking you these powerful questions?
Yeah, there are multiple. Pretty much like it changed my life 360 since we started. Thinking about these and coaching together. First thing was my career, my economical stability. I was in a path to changing my career, and I wasn't making like six figures yet, which I wanted to reach. With our mindset change, it happened within a year. So now I make six plus figures, working remotely and living from anywhere I want. Back then, I was living in Canada, in Montreal, which is a beautiful city, but I wanted to live in Mexico by the beach. And when you ask me the question, what can you do to do this in 2 weeks? And I was thinking 3 years, 5 years. In 2 weeks, it literally happened where I got a call, and my cousin was like, "Hey, I just got a job on the beach. Do you want to come and live with me for a while?" And I left for 6 months, and I never came back. That's the second thing. And the third thing was being aligned with my purpose. So the questions that we talked together brought me into a path where both with the coaching and personal work that I did really bloomed into finding my aligned soul purpose, which is created connected communities so people can go and live closer to nature, connecting to themselves, nature, to be the best versions of themselves to themselves and the people around them. And the fourth is having a life partner that I love and I connect with deeply, that is aligned with like my values and what I see in terms of growth. When we worked that and made our list, within a few months, I met my current girlfriend. But the thing that I did before was, am I a frequency match to that list? So we identified it and raised my own frequency to be that perfect partner for myself so I could find that partner in somebody else. So those
Yeah.
are the four things that
Again,
totally changed my life 360.
master manifestation. I'm always
Agree.
amazed at the power that you have to manifest, and I'm very excited at what's coming for you in the future. And I wanted to ask you one last question, and is how has our experience in coaching, has that changed your experience of what your perception of what coaching is, and would you recommend uh, people to coach with me?
100%. It changed 360 as well of what coaching is, because you ask the right questions and you remember everything. You remember more than I do. So that's why there's these two main points, and I was gonna say three. You're also great at guiding meditation, which I always love, and I love meditating. I listen to a lot of meditators. I give meditations myself, and I find that's something that you always like guide us through a beautiful journey, which helps us materialize and focus within the work. So yeah, I definitely recommend taking coaching sessions with Hans. Why? Because it's three things. First, Hans asks you the right right questions. You ask me the right questions that enable me to create the energetical space and be at that frequency to realize these four things, to be aligned with my work, change where I live and what I do, be aligned with my partner, and be more aligned with my health. Making six figures, living wherever I want. And it's because of the questions that you asked. Once I took those questions and reflected upon it, I created my version. So that's why I think it's super powerful to work with you, because you have the right questions and you listen and you tell us back what we said, not what you think, not what you read, not what you would recommend. There's no recommendations ever. It's really bringing us to our own unfolding, our own blooming. You are like the gardener putting the right water so we can bloom. So that's, I think, very transformational. And that's the difference. Instead of being content being given, you're more a content bringer. This is a transformative way of doing coaching.
Thank you. It's so much about me as about you, because it's kind of like it's a mirror. It's a mirror process. If I put up a mirror and you decide to actually see it and you act upon it, that's when you get powerful manifestation. So, like I said, I'm super excited of what's coming for you, brother. And thank you so much for
Thank you.
taking the time and being here, giving this testimony.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. You changed my life. So I hope people will have the openness to change their lives with you.